So if you hear click, click, click in the back, James is working on his amazing fashion brand upstairs. But in honor of almost 200K subscribers and also me doing day in the life videos for the past like 2 years, I wanted to do somewhat of a day in the life, filming a day in the life video, because I feel like that's more interesting than just the repetitive wake up in the morning with aesthetic shots, drink my coffee, go to the office, have some nice aesthetic shots of the office, and call it a day. I'm gonna switch the camera angle now so that you guys are more engaged. So the other day I was in Brooklyn getting coffee, and I ended up in like a good 10-minute conversation with someone. We exchanged socials and he said, wow, you look like you have your shit together. And I was like, that is the furthest from the truth. And I came to this overwhelming realization that it's hard for me not to romanticize my life, especially in front of the camera. But this is my apartment and how it looks right now. And lately, I've just been pretty open and honest with how my lived-in apartment looks like. It looks pretty messy. And this is my apartment the other week. It's actually kind of embarrassing and I didn't want to share it, but then I was like, it's probably good if I share it. But as a content creator who also works a 9 to 5, it actually takes a lot of mental bandwidth for me to do filming days as well, just because I do have my priorities, which is working. And so the night before, I usually will clean a little because I know in the mornings I'll have some nice aesthetic shots of the apartment. But yeah, the first step to filming a day in the life is cleaning the apartment the night before. So let's do that. We mounted our vacuum holder today, and it's amazing. Hey, hi, Lucy. It's 22 degrees today, so I don't know if I'm dressed appropriately because I feel like I should have worn 2 pairs of pants. There's construction going on outside, and I don't know if you can hear it. You can definitely hear it.
Oh shit, hey.
Hi.
You vlog. I saw you, yeah. Keep vlogging, doing your thing.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye. Oh. That's the first one someone stopped me on the street while I'm vlogging like this. And then I get some aesthetic like walking shots on 0.5. This is very difficult. It is editing Sarah at your service. I get a lot of questions on what cameras I use to film my day in the lives, and to some people's surprise, I use my iPhone most of the time, but today we are using 3 cameras. So my iPhone, my GoPro, and my A7C, which was my most expensive camera, but well worth it. We're now entering the full-blown voiceover chapter, which is the biggest chapter in our day in the life videos, because when I film in the office, it is physically impossible for me to talk. I'm also shy when it comes to whipping out my camera in front of coworkers and chatting it up to an inanimate object, which is the camera. Also, this is what the office sounds like most of the days. And a workday video is not complete without some coffee shots. I actually do get coffee or matcha at least once a day, so it's not like I'm going out of my way for this in my videos, but I usually take the opportunity to get a change of scenery. So to make a workday video, there's obviously got to be some sort of change in scenery. If it were really true to what it is like working in a corporate space, I would be at my desk for 90% of the video. But honestly, being a content creator is truly humbling when it's just a hobby and not your full-time job, because when people look at you, you don't even feel justified recording yourself in like an office space because that's not your job. I'm not gonna gloss over the fact that my whole outfit's changed and my nails changed and my roots have been refreshed. But yeah, it's a different day. And yeah, it's actually 3 weeks later because I got so busy the day that I was filming the specific video that I've just been procrastinating finishing it. So I spent the morning just grinding out work, and I was working on this like scoping doc. But now that it's around lunchtime and I'm not getting lunch with my team today, I'm have more flexibility to actually like bring you guys along. So the reality of not being a full-time content creator is usually during work days, my job takes precedent. Actually, most days during work days, all days during work days, my job takes precedent. So it's very, very, very easy for me to lose track of any filming goals that I had for that day. So yeah, I feel like this is not a secret, but maybe it is, and maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but backfilling content is a real thing. Sometimes it is unrealistic for us to get all the footage that we need in a day. So as content creators, we need to go back and refilm on another day just with the same outfit on so it feels consistent. But yeah, if you guys noticed at the beginning of my video, I had different nails compared to the middle of my video compared to this section of my video. So yeah, there's a lot of inconsistencies if you actually look out for it. Now that I have my hair dyed though, it's a lot harder for me to do this whole backfilling content process. So most of the time my footage is actually just from like the same week or the same day, but again, sometimes you just gotta backfill and that's okay. If you've ever watched any content advice videos, everyone always talks about how important the thumbnail is. And truthfully, you guys can probably tell that my videos usually look like they're filmed on a potato. This is not the usual camera that I use. I use this tiny GoPro or just my phone. But because thumbnails are really important and everything yada yada yada, I wanted to make the thumbnail for this video slap. I used to think that to make these videos super interesting, I had to eat a shit ton of food at the office and show you guys what we had in the office because I inherently think that tech jobs are just not that interesting. But nowadays I don't even eat that much. Like lunch is probably the only meal that I get. And then getting into focus time while you're coding, like the coding zone is such a real thing. And if you're a software engineer, you probably know this, but I'll just be heads down working for 5 hours straight and not even drinking water or breathing because I just want to finish something that I started. And that's the most I can squeeze out of my workday unless it's showing y'all some fun happy hour, which did not happen, or another 5 minutes of me working in a sunny aesthetic spot, which I did not get more footage for. I don't really like filming on work days just because I feel like it's so hectic. But I also have a pottery class. I basically just come back home around like 5:30 or 6, and then I have to go to pottery at 7. So I have basically an hour to just like cook a meal if I didn't bring something home. I have bell pepper, potato, and green onions. If you're wondering why I don't eat at the office, it's because it is a trap. Just kidding. They open at 6:30, so it usually keeps me staying at the office, and I pretty much always have something that coincides with that time. So I try to go home and eat or make food whenever I can. This ended up taking so much longer because I think potatoes just generally harder to cook, and also I kind of ruined the shape of the pancake. But I'm gonna like munch this down, change my clothes, and then head to pottery and But that brings us to the biggest dilemma as a 9-to-5 worker and a 5 to 9 content creator, which is the choice between hobbies, sleep, and content. There's so much in trying to maintain balance in different things in your life that actually makes you lose balance in everything. My first year doing content and living in New York City, I was averaging 6 hours, 5 hours of sleep every day because sometimes I just had to vlog at times where I was actually a little bit under the weather, hungover because the weekend's the only time that I can see friends and socialize and go out. I was also trying to get nice aesthetic footage and content for my videos. And it's funny because the period where I wasn't documenting work as much, a lot of you guys actually thought that I worked as a content creator full-time, which actually goes to show how easy it is to change people's perception on you on the internet based off of what you show and what you don't show. But tangent aside, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I have a very gentle passion for pottery right now. Usually this is one of those add some nice music to some nice short B-roll clips of me doing something mindless. But no, that is not what we're doing today because I actually want to share my progress with you all because I know you appreciate when I share my love for art. I wanted to make a knitting bowl for my friend who crochets, but I feel like this looks so scary. I don't know if this is gonna be as cute as I want it to be. I hope she likes it. James asked me for an ashtray, so I haphazardly made him one. But the thing I was most proud of was actually this ribbon mug, and I'm hoping it doesn't crack because I rushed the handles a little bit too much because I had to go home and edit afterwards.
The art versus the artist.
I just got back from ceramics. If you catch me on a weeknight, I'm usually editing a video, but I wanted to do a quick little unboxing because I got this. I'm wanting to start a podcast, and I went down this whole rabbit hole of trying to find podcast mics. Anyways, this is the microphone. I'm trying to actually film a podcast episode sometime this week, and then maybe it'll get released at the same time as this video. So currently we are on camera mic and switching to mic in 3, 2, 1. Can you guys hear me? Oh my god, I forgot to turn on the mic. So now we are on microphone mode. Let me know if you guys hear a difference because I can't hear anything right now until I edit it later. You guys have probably already realized this, but this is the same mic that I've been recording this voiceover with. So I hope it's good quality because I've been holding this for 20 minutes talking. The name of the podcast is actually going to be Soju with Sarah. And if you guys have been watching for a while, you'll know that Soju with Sarah is the video that I put out when I hit 100K subscribers. And I wanted it originally to be a series where I just talk about things that are meaningful to me. I wanted to talk about growing up Asian American. I wanted to talk about my career, many different things, because I feel like I always have stuff to say. I just don't know what format to say it in. So yeah, Soju with Sarah will hopefully come soon. I'm trying to film my first episode this week.
You gonna be talking?
No. I'm listening to the audio and it actually sounds pretty good. So that's cool. If you're watching this video right now and I haven't released my first podcast episode, please go scold me in the comments. At the end of the day, I kind of just wanted to share the behind the scenes. I hope this was a fun watch too, and stay tuned for more varying content. I'm trying to be a little more spicy this year. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.